What is up, YouTube? My name is Jake, and I'm here to bring you guys the best Cornucopias content. On this episode, I'm breaking down Copi Cafe number 50. Stay with me. Now, one thing that we have seen dominating the news lately is going to be artificial intelligence. Things such as ChatGPT is heavily being used in everything technology. Now, the one thing that the Cornucopias team did stress is the fact that they are looking at using AI to further enhance the game. They're not taking away the human development or the human aspects of it, but using it rather as an extension to help further the game. Another reoccurring theme that we do see is Cornucopias trying to branch from Web 2 and Web 3 gamers. Web 2 gamers are going to be the traditional gamers that are not on the blockchain. Web 3 are the ones who are on the blockchain. Now, both of these are targets of Cornucopias, and they talk about the idea of constantly bringing those two together and trying to make one big community between them. If you want to keep up to date on all the Cornucopias content, you need to get on Discord. Discord is full of all the latest up-to-date news and information from Cornucopias. A new channel that was just added, which is becoming one of my favorite channels, is the Retro Gaming. It is a community of many different people from different ages, all coming together to talk about all their experiences and memories with different forms of gaming. Some people talk about Pong, other people talk about PlayStation, Xbox, and current PC gaming. But it's a good way to just build community and camaraderie with the greatest team in the world. The first question that is going to be asked is, will this be able to be played on the MacBook? Now, at this point, you cannot. Now, it is very important for the team to be able to make it interoperable. When you look at games such as Fortnite, which is used on the MacBook using Unreal Engine 5, that there is an actual way to do it. The team has not gotten there yet, but this is a pressing matter to them that they absolutely want to address and remedy so you can enjoy the game as well. Question 2 is going to be over the land grab. The question comes down to is who gets to pick and when do they get to pick their land? Now, it's quite straightforward. The more rare that your NFT is the earlier you get to pick. If you have a copious size plot or a small size plot, you are going to get to pick based upon your rarity. Now, when that land grab does happen, it is important to know that there is no bad land within Cornucopias. But it does benefit you to have a rare NFT. So depending upon where you fall and what you have is going to depend upon what type of land you get. But I promise you will be happy with what you have. When the land grab does take place, we're going to see their form of a dynamic NFT, which is going to be a progressive NFT. The idea is that you're going to effectively exchange it out to get your land through your NFT, and we can see improvements being made upon that. Question 3 is players who are playing the game for free, how are they going to get around in transportation? Now, as we know that everybody will be able to get a bubble, will be able to get 2 trees, and a hammock. Now, if you do not have transportation, such as the bubble jet, what you are going to have is public transportation. So there will be a way to hail some type of public bus or some other form of transportation to pick you up with other users to get to where you need to go. It is heavily stressed that this game is for the masses. It's not just for the people who can own the NFTs. Remember, we're trying to bring in Web 2 and Web 3 gamers into the same place. This is how they're doing it. We do have an update on the racing game. Now, on Copi Cafe a few episodes ago, we did get a leak over Calido Valley Megadome. Now, the Megadome is going to be the entrance that you go into before you start racing. Now, this is going to be an epic part of the game as it's going to be a really unique experience before you race. Now, here's something I'm very jealous about is Josh and Rob are at this moment starting to test the game. Now, they did tell us that they currently have been walking through the game and experiencing parts of the game. I am super excited to be able to be part of this process, and if you want to be part of the testing process, go to cornucopias.io and sign up. Now, one thing with the development of anything technology is you do have some delays. Now, with the racing game, we are going to see a short delay by the team. Nevertheless, we are now getting content from the team showing us of them being inside the game. So we will see some things still being developed, something's ready to launch. We see things such as the desktop launcher, we see the player admin, we also see the website, things of that nature that are ready to go to be able to get the game going. Now this is good for us because these are more parts that are being moved in order for the game to be ready for other people to test. The team is also working on the marketplace that is going to be used within the game. Remember, this team is wanting to release a functioning game, or a game that at least is worthy of playing, before they just release it to the masses. So this is part of why we do see a delay, but it is going to be well worth it because the stuff that we're seeing coming out looks epic. Whenever the testing is public, we're going to see it's going to be based off of your NFTs. If you have an NFT such as a dome or land, you are going to be able to have early access into the Megadome. You're going to get to walk around, you're going to get to interact and see parts of that game. Now, if you do own a vehicle such as your Javelin or even your Bubble Jet, you are going to get to go in there as well and experience everything that's in there. Now, this game will continue to evolve and the testing will evolve, but what we will see going forward is we're going to see what type of NFT you have is going to be based on what access you have to testing, and in the future, access to what you have into the game. The vehicle NFTs are also going to get you early access to racing. So make sure you guys do have your vehicle NFTs and are ready to be able to test. When we look at Copi Cafe, the leak section is one of my favorite sections. When we see this week, we see some truly cool walkthrough gameplay of Cornucopias that gets all of us excited. Now, in the early phases of testing, we will see that there's going to be about 100 people that are going to be in the Megadome. But when we see access to the dome, it's also going to be based upon what we saw with the land grab. The rarer your NFTs is the earlier access you get. So that's one reason why that NFTs are so important, because you get early access and access to different parts of the game at different points. That is part of why that they stress having NFTs. The big purpose of the testing is going to be feedback. So as you go through and you do test the game, it's very important that the company gets feedback from the bugs or the issues that they see. They're going to slowly scale the testing, and eventually we could see up to 60,000 people testing this at once. Now, this is huge, but this is also kind of the vision that we've been given and that we all have for this game, is a massive community of many people coming together, exploring, and interacting with each other. The Cornucopias family is very big and very close-knit. Now, a member within this community that goes by the name of Moody recently passed away. Now, if you have followed Cornucopias and been part of Discord, his name popped up everywhere. He is somebody that is going to be sorely missed, and who's somebody who made Cornucopias a better place. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up Copi Cafe breakdown number 50. Now, if you did enjoy this comment, if you could like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Stay with us. I'm going to continue to bring you the best and most up-to-date Cornucopias content. I'll see you guys for the next episode.